Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, beautiful day. October 5th, 2022. October 5, 2022. You know, Salon people, another day. You see, when we come so now, they tell communicator and cash in the background, they just no say, we don't even need for pull new audio. Because everything really happen at the country, except for like the registration process, we continuously, of course, we see how they violate the rights of the people. I mean, first-time voters, they disenfranchise them. They don't let them vote because they know, we did a revolution. You know, this fourth industrial revolution is taking course. You know, the young people don't wake up. But picking self for all 13, 14 now. And they see the hardship. And they awake. They get access to social media. Then they see them TikTok video them. People they encourage them. People they sensitize them. Then they see the pains and sufferings of their people. You know, so they don't want to let them vote. They don't want to let them register. It's a violation of their constitutional right. Because every citizen has a right to vote, to be registered. It is not one of the pillars of, it's the core responsibility of NEC. But then like today, we see how they disenfranchise the people there. Then they come out and go add 2 days. Then you get idiots them within APC party specifically. Idiots within that party. They fed for half, then they go sit on the praise NEC, they tell them thank you for 2 days. 2 days to registration. But not so that they will even talk about. The main thing we want to talk about today, we can talk about the fact that this is intelligence, of course, communicators get all the facts about this. We can discuss it, and people there, including the body of evangelist something. After Lawyer Lansana, don't write. And at the same minister, then pull a press release for full the international community. They say let everybody go identify their family, the loved ones them. Then they go identify them, cops them. That's why they pull that press release there. That is for the international community. And when a hogwash, like when you pull like letter, you make that one and say, hey, all right. Now they pull that one day out. The Minister of Information come out the other day. He want to do one video where they don't even know who's law. He want for quotes about the nonsense. They want for take them body and they go bury there like a pauper. So a lot of people will tell you now, they will know. Evangelist Samson in body, they want to go bury like a pauper. Evangelist Samson get wealth, he get family, he get people, he gets a whole political party where inside the constitution of the political party is protected. And even the citizens them, the people that when they go pull and kill them and they host them later, they carry them body go to morgue, na mortuary. Those people, they get family members them. People them go for identify them family members them. Then they give them run around, go internal affairs, go here so, go so. They want to go bury them people in there. But you know, we can't talk about that. But there is something very important where I want to point out. You know, I see the smear campaign where they're going against the mayor. You know, and this is where the APC as a political party in totality, there is something they don't capture it about the SLPP. And what you don't understand about the SLPP yet, they're able for go out there, for disparage anybody in them, for use that international kind of warfare, go to them tabloids them, pay money, like when the African Express be pulling publication them, where they spend over $3 to $4 million. $3 to $4 million just for launder the image. So that the same tactic that they apply, but of course they not go work because what you do for 4 years, the world don't see how then they go after like the mayor, they go after the opposition people them, they paint them all kind of thing, then they write all kind of thing, then they lie on them, concoct all kind of case against them. Samura Kamara, classic example, case that I caught today, where they see all and see and they. But what's make one stretch by again because again the game don't open. The international community don't see him. American ambassador don't see him. Lisa Chesley don't see him. You know, Ambassador Mueller don't see him. The State Department in America don't see him. President Joe Biden don't see him. All of these people don't see the game of these guys. How they continue for go against opposition and people who matter in a society, including Mayor Ivana Kisoya. But what you make I mention the mayor because the mayor they fight for himself, and what he don't do so is the right step in the right direction. For begin rights people them. That is why the quick cash box they pull a joke when a joke in a joke. They talk about the Limba man them where then Krioki say, oh, they go right, we lawyer the rights to you, then they run away, left the land, something like that. That joke, then it's a joke, by the way. But anyways, it don't reach that point the way I think say that is how you start for treat people them. And by the way, that Justice Radio, Rado Swarena Radio, the Minister of Information, when they continue for use as one of that radio na Rwanda. Then forget say they indict all the people and they will cause the genocide in Rwanda. Then they arrest them all one after the other. And that is what is actually happening.
Ibrahim, when you talk about that Justice Radio, no, just know nothing. So alone we are heading for genocide, and the genocide is caused by SLPP.
Absolutely.
Unity Radio, we make the former Vice President Asman have been closed the APC Radio and the Unity Radio together. because it's time for preventing no go to genocide. If I'm consistently, they not just attack APC people. They talk how they go for kill them, burn their house, then how they go for rip their family. This time, they show the Minister of Information and get them, and they release it to them religiously. Then they tell you for talk. So it's not totally topic. I'm not gonna be a topic another day, but just definitely
absolutely
exactly what you do. Then we prepare for that.
Absolutely. We're gonna get there. You don't say we're not pay, we're not focus with attention. Now the same radio this way the points people after the protest. Now the same radio station the points people now that all the level light area they say that why na for go na it's so jaman them. That radio station and the sad thing is the power guy host they dupe the power. They not tell us that kind of radio station and they go open at the power host. When the party get a notice now because they not pay for 5 years, they don't agree commodity. All that fact that we get time Radoswari, Minister of Mohamed Radoswari, Minister of Information. We know all that fact that you are behind that radio station. But what you make I mention the mayor again? When the mayor, remember 2 or 3 years ago, the mayor be out for increased revenue for take care of the city, take care of the Freetown municipality, beautify them, trash collection. Make sure say people in doctrine and they collect them all and something. The mayor be asked for increased property rates them small. Now the SLPP then come out. This mayor is lawless. This mayor so don't understand the people and constrain. The country people suffer. The country tranga. One can increase property rate just for destroy the revenue collection drive of the mayor. But now some people what the SLPP they do. Of course they don't increase the water rate. All the way they talk. Now host them during the days of the APC when they talk about like 40,000 euros for a month. Now they don't increase that to up to 300 to 400,000. But what did they do? They don't give you a letter because they don't want to see them. So then they go host to host. They tell you say they don't increase the water rate. Then for business they will get water. They run at the business places that across the country, across the city of Freetown. They don't increase them to almost 1 million euros a month. Then they don't increase the water rate too. Again, I wanted the mayor know if you don't know, say this is what is actually happening. Because that is what they do. Then they go host to host. When I go and go ask people them. So I tell you now, you as a Sierra Leonean, when they can't tell you, they can't tell you say the water rates are increased. They don't give you a letter to the effect from the city council or from Guma Valley from the government. They pay that money. Then you will get letter. Una share a letter with me. Now he make no more talk about this and talk about the mayor. But the mayor, the steps the way they take so we don't get you lawyers them, for right on your behalf is beautiful. Communication before we even can talk about the dead body them, cash box and communication before we even can talk about the dead body them where they want to go bury without the consent of the people. Brother Bereti, I want to go back to him points where he make. But I don't say Brother Bereti where he goes on a tongue. I don't say they go for Teddy. But when I go tell me because the reason
can I, the mayor in thing.
Absolutely.
You see, I just want to mention that before we move on.
Absolutely.
People are very funny that we country. You see, like all over the world, they see Usai like at this crucial time where all man they talk all the Ukraine war. Like the best excuse the Ukraine war, the COVID and all that thing. And
right.
Times are hard. Look all over the world. Even
Absolutely.
the best of economists them, then they cushion the effect of the people them. Then they give like add out to the people them for make them kind of like able cushion the effect of like the energy cost and all that in it. But one thing when you come to salon, at the time when people they suffer, that is very time the government seem for the increased prices them every now and then. When it comes to rest, the staple food, they increase price. It comes to fear, when kind of like underpin, if I should use the words of the Renaissance man, when it comes to like fear, we underpin the basic movement of the people. Waiting to happen, then they increase them back way above the price where it is. They come down to water rates at the time where governments around the world, like the guy must say, no, we people in the suffer, let me try to take the body a little bit. Now the time they increase the price. Ibrahim, something is going on with country where salon people, and they tell them every now and then. These governments don't eat the money where IMF, World Bank give them for COVID for cushioning the effects of them of the people. They don't eat the money. So now IMF they ask them, say, where that money will give now for them people there? Why the people they suffer? So what they do? Now they're going to go undercover. They don't give the people a letter because they don't want to make the people and show that as an evidence. So like the World Bank, the IMF say, oh, them people there, them money they want to be give them. Now they can't put the money to it. They don't want to make the world see that. They make without letter they increase the prices of like the basic thing that the water rates now the country. And look at this, the very mayor. Sorry, come on.
That's what. Don't forget. Say inside the COVID, this government make huge money apart from the donor we then get. Imagine all that we travel for us alone. Imagine how much them they pay.
That's
for
true.
2 tests, 20. Imagine how many money,
Absolutely.
how many years in the collect money at the airport so people hold passport. So apart from the money they get it first, because difference between COVID and Ebola government now losses. They not get anything for make money now spend the money. This one now then get avenue. People then go host in a hotel, then they go do the test. Where they travel for, where they pay money first, where they travel for commodity in and out they pay the money. So that money all go. So they make huge money where they not misuse. They not misappropriate. So now they want cover up.
But when we see a report where they tell we not like the COVID money almost billion will disappear, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We see then these people are making money. They were making money out of it. Where we like them, they go put it at the bank, then they make money out of it. We see like the motorcar them when they give them for the COVID, they make so much money. Then if the money, the laptops them and all things in the day. Even the audit when they go audit about the COVID fund, they don't even tell them say they go audit them. When they audit them, like all the findings them where they kind of come with Ibrahim. Who say we don't reach with them?
And you know.
Nobody knows about that.
Absolutely.
Nobody.
And this is what.
No one is there to ask the question.
And this is what.
Again, now I would praise Parliament every day now because these are some of the things where we suppose forget answer to. But Ibrahim, let we just the praise Parliament some more. Let we just the dance.
Absolutely. And I remind you now, communicator and cash box and salon people. Honorable Cherikoko was the chairman of the committee to investigate the Ebola funds. Now he put people in a Palemba road. He take money, they SLPP people in Tambasam, this Charles Mambude, and then one and day Ali Kamara, where we did that office where they call attitudinal change. That man did not pass test and killer. Cherikoko was the lawyer that prosecuted these people. Cherikoko was the lawyer that prosecuted these people. Now SLPP come and misappropriate billions of leons, trillions of leons.
So he has vast knowledge of how these investigations should be held and how it should be done, Ibrahim. So, but again, Ibrahim, let we dance behind the back half. The back half they go, let we just clap. Well, let we just say, like an officer, you go play this play. He said they won't be behind the back half, they will say Atewo. That's where the person will want to change the song. They say Atewo. So let we say Atewo no more Atewo.
I tell you.
Yeah.
But that is
no, even the people them. Sometimes they say you need to plant banana, you expect for go harvest orange. It's not possible. If you plant banana, the banana they harvest. You don't understand. So now we don't look at say what to the panos alone. Now we get for harvest. Long no more.
Absolutely.
Now they can forgive information by him. We can't analyze issues them. We need to talk based on information, talk based on what's happening.
Absolutely.
They can't talk but the one they don't die, including evangelist Samson government brutally kill just because they come up for protest. They don't kill protesters. In fact, they will see the killing after the protest because most of during the protest they talk about 6 people. After the protest, not see so many, but then in broad daylight, really bad, they don't go kill. Use security them. People from presidential guard still all them. I can still call them name them 1-1. They tell all the Kwego the way them go. See them make video in the past that the eastern part of the country. Then they go and kill. Yes, we see the thing. Where we see then go do that extrajudicial killing, including Samsi in a broad daylight assassination. We hold brigade commander to brigadier. You use a whole brigadier battalion commander to go do them. So them plan doing don't kill. Where the government kill, they say they go bear them as destitute, including Samsi body. That is the main topic. Ibrahim logo.
Absolutely. That's just a refresher right there. But Cashbox goes back to this point. Comrade, with originally, we talk about subsidization. When former President Kuruma Dembide, they subsidize education, subsidize fuel, subsidize all of these things for cushioning the burden of the people. How much petrol be there? Say they increase that to 6,000.
It was wastages,
Exactly.
It was wastages. Then say now you say that wastages.
Now wastage.
That was the wastages. Where then government they look say this that trying times people and things not they know the thing economically before that time them they subsidize for people and now SFP then campaign on the man abuse the president Jesus pardon. They say now wastage and leakage then they fix the economy in 6 months and they fix that in 6 months. Absolutely. Wastage and leakages now we will not get no wastage, no leakages now we don't see. Now we see then does the increase subsidy by the people them. every now and then.
Then go tell you
day
say
in, day out.
Then go
day
tell you
in,
say
day out, they increase subsidy problem.
Right. Then go tell you say that they subsidize. Let them give you the statistical figure, the data for back up the explanation for saying they subsidize anything. President Koroma subsidized education for college students them 70%. So if he say if you pay 10 million, President Koroma will pay 7 million. Una the parents will pay 3 million. And they read the results, all kinds of things for the picking away seat. David Schengen, we say David Schengen, and no say the next government, the commissions of inquiry go deal with that one day. But the real nonsense today. But they like at the picking and don't come out now, they don't get these results now. The one they will pass, they want to go college. Money not for go college. Subsidization of the educational system. And this was a time where we get Ebola as well. Some people, when I see what we talk now, we the kind of analyze, the kind we say again, we not can give information because any topical whole we can expand on them on any for go as fast we can go. But again, that is not what we're talking about.
You see, Brian, when you look at the country, for me, you see, people do not analyze properly, like what we desperately need. Because when you look at, people have faces that we can talk for ABC. When you realistically, okay, fair enough, the free education, the initiative, it kind of like explore this mindset about people wanting to learn, right? But even that, almost school fee be the 70,000 like Leons, which like 70,000 Leons. So you find out, say, people, the last government created job opportunity for make even the least person able for pay 70,000 Leons. But what did happen? The last government noticed, say, we need for grow faster. So what did we for do? We need more medical doctors them very, very quickly when it meets the demands of the people. So what did they do? They try for subsidize like what you talk. So 70% of the school fees them. So they encourage more people and forget the demand for meet the demand of the people and the immediate demand of the people. So now they find out say they focus more on the tertiary side of the education. So that's go able to meet the demand of the people. Then slowly by slowly we begin a kind of like drill them down now for making get more effect. You see, for me, I love that approach.
Absolutely.
And when you look at the whole thing, these people in the talk say they subsidize, like which they talk so. How can you be subsidizing and things that they go up?
Absolutely.
It doesn't make any sense.
Cash box.
Ibrahim.
Right.
Because as you say, anytime we catch one topic,
no.
cannot take them.
Absolutely.
We could just sit on it.
Absolutely. Right now, we just freestyle. Listen, they rapper, they say freestyle. That freestyle they do so no more. But cash box corporate culture, I want to point your attention to something. Free education is actually a constitutional duty. It's not something we've even for put out there and make them a whole thing like for say, hey, free education, the government, how they can get. No. Section 9 of the Constitution, we talk about educational objectives. So now read them. Section 9, subsection 2, A and B. Matter of fact, now B, now they. It makes them very clear. It say the government shall strive to eradicate illiteracy. What's they call illiteracy? Just in case they listen, Ambassador Reimer. Illiteracy. The government shall strive to eradicate illiteracy. And to this end,
Section 9,
yes,
Section B,
Section 9, subsection 2, A, B. If you get some cash, you read that for me.
Yes.
Section 9, subsection 2, A and B. If you get some, read that for me, Kashi.
Yeah. So it says the government shall strive to eradicate illiteracy. I mean, una gets an American accent there. And to this end, shall direct its educational policy towards achieving A, free adult literacy programs, B, free compulsory basic education at primary and junior secondary school levels, and C, free senior secondary education as and when practicable.
Thank you. Kashi, it is a constitutional duty. Yeah. It is a Comrade Koita, what thing President Koroma do for education? Tell me small. Because if the APC not put out there, we don't know. Tell me what he do for primary school. Not when they be announced. Talk to me, Comrade Koita.
No. That's the matter of fact. For law we not get better teachers. Them. Let me tell you one thing first. You know why? Because before the coming of President Koroma, salary for teachers not been nothing. Them they pay we. I know this gonna we student the two pass teacher. The people policeman's pass teachers, so they get more teachers than they can army, they go to police because of salary. when President Nkrumah come, there are two areas I look at will be very important: medical and the teaching field. Them they pay the less. You see, people like man, doctors you go go join army because they want to get a better salary. Nurses they go at 34 or on a kintom. What he can do, Nigeria can increase teachers salary rapidly. They pay them by qualification, make the teaching professional. People in council they say, "Oh, but no one go to army because they pay their pass rate," which is very fine. If you know they compare say they for pay, you know they say they no pay, but teachers them that the most important player in society. Then and the doctors them. So for any education, even get this level, you get see now almost young man who for teach that the salary for sweet President Nkrumah can increase. Then apart from that, Ibrahim, President Nkrumah they invest so much in education that they subsidize so much that the government they pay almost all the money because even sometimes they pay now 75% government they pay 75%.
Yeah.
So meaning no matter how you pull, if we will pay that 25%, what may face because a lot of guardian then don't need the percentage because they pay the subsidy. Now to that, let's say a normally picking non situation when they get the qualification, then get the result for them who college need to go. You know how many picking for when I lost school.
I don't know about you now. As I talk to right now, so I get past 5 people picking them where they text me. Say, then they send the result to me. Say, I don't get big results. I want to go to college. I don't get money. Past 5.
No, me say get to do themselves. We'll get for player for next one.
You know,
now we know for confidence to people like the same to you. Get for player.
Exactly.
Comrade, cash you want pick we been qualified for go university last year. We in mama is saying I need to do the same na Abacha Street. We not get money for good.
Yes, I remember.
We getting complaint time and again. But only President Nkrumah, I swear to God, President Nkrumah during term, you go self college pay small. Because imagine if they pay for a whole year 3 million, government they pay up to 2,500,000, government they pay up to 3.5. You they able pay if you sponsor self in the mate. Cash box Ibrahim, the former president, the former government may know the value of education. If it's somebody from class one, say it to us, you know, go university. What's the essence?
No, comrade. The former president fulfill the obligations of the Constitution, Section 9, subsection 2, A and B. Now that he do.
Yes.
Not for say, not to for Allah, not to make noise, not to for life and people. Now the constitutional duty of the government, I fulfill. Some people and not so it be.
Just like when you come, he talk see, and they give free health care. He not just talk about. He makes sure say he get the avenue, get the money. You know, see, quite somebody when you launch them, they not just they not feed the picking and they feed the mama there.
Thank you.
The commoner, the picking, the bellman, with all age full them. Under President Nkrumah, and we tend to the old man will admit because some people we go admit not getting for it in every picking. All man the boy that can the first one the contact feed him.
Come with Ibrahim. Let me go back to the topic because
absolutely. We don't like 22 minutes and we plan say this the short. So comrade, we can't switch inside it. But the fact of the matter remains, Salon people, you know why would they do this? Because we attention span, we memory span. We memory span, by the way, SPAN span. It is very, very short. We not remember Salon people. I know say the APC not get a machinery for propagate these messages. All them things they are where them be do. Former President Nkrumah, what the people that will be get around there, I don't understand. The people don't take picture, nobody they kind of post on Facebook. Nothing they don't do for push that money agenda, let people see what it was like. Look at some people that do nothing and they push the lie back. Let alone APC was doing all of these things. They push their agenda there. How many platforms?
So that is the reason why these people like Berete.
Exactly. We think alike as works because that actually for talk. We think alike. Say, this now make the cry for people like Ability say. We know exactly what he can offer. And the example you also and is that this are just I not say it just go greet, not to talk, you go talk, you just go greet alone for the say don't can as alone. We see the greet will greet tomorrow. We see how he make the minister lost. No, he go register. Anyway, just go greet tomorrow say this alone for now. We see how he make the minister lost in character. He lost if you look in face, he lose in face and expression. He begin take note like when because the man the teacher. While he get that the right, the man is he just hold enjoy, they listen to him, they respond, begin tell like they do comparative analysis. Small. These are just small, just tell them say I don't can register. Then make need people like Ability now.
Likes of Berete, like 261 days to election.
Thank you.
Do you think this guy should just go to salon and come back?
Kashi and comrade, now put myself in Mr. Berite's shoes. This man, that the diaspora, he get a family now, he take care of them, he get for go work. We not say he get for pay mortgage, but I don't know if he get a house now, with an apartment, the rent, I don't know which situation, but he get for pay rent still. He pay some form of rent. And for lady, and a salon, where if you the reserve, no matter how the reserve strong, but after 1 month, 2 months, You know, if you don't get $2,000,
$1,000, nobody get it. Only government can they succeed for free. Everybody will fund that and it's my account.
Right.
Nobody, including the beneficiary, they pay them. They see the back of their hand. So,
Right.
one of things, I don't say anybody the way you get either you claim money, step within this government and then the whole people that will not be levels like late in Kaluba, in also be bill for where they don't know and go plan day. Okay, now go from job because one minister. So nobody get it. What they say is that two things. People for understand say not just a man no pass around as that's what about if you get family, they get post. You're not like Africa. Say yeah, if you not pay 1 month, 2 months, making three, the thing they add and before they marry, they don't can pull it out, they don't pull the family that also it's difficult.
No,
you understand?
Slow down.
But however,
slow down on that side because now two things. If you are renting the rent, you don't get 1 month safe. Now 5 days you get, then they can give you eviction notice for kick you out. If now also you get and then get small leverage, the process get for delay small for let you. So go ahead, comrade. But let them just understand that.
Exactly.
They play not in a house.
So however, the Christian we go Christian say you don't come for register. We don't see the effects. So now that make we be the class say we need availability because we know what they can offer. At this time, 261 days, we need more of availability than ever before because we know now say availability in Wangre now it take for there are 20 SLPP to command them. You put onto them.
We need them, but we only need.
No, we need him.
There must be sacrifice.
No, we need him. We need him. Now two-track approach. They get a little sacrifice we do for help the country because it's not about APC or SLPP, it's about same in Sierra Leone. And people they have to look at say, in as much as they do sacrifice, instead need like to do so can box they need the PV, but when they take with time, come on and walk and let you sit down the wait for me to do if I'm going to they go and walk, say go and walk left first. You tell me for take for eat, let it take break for can't talk. You need to get chance for eat again. So it's all about saving the country democracy. So we need them more than ever before because we know say it can offer. In Wangre, if I take 20 SLP to Monday, you put them to availability for compare. We want take in Wangre. If you take 20 like that, Suare, take Lima, take JJ Safari, take them all, put them before you match availability. So we need them at this time because we are very close to election. So at the end of the day, people can like being that comparative analysis for saying that so they do the past. That make we see that man over the past. Just count the neck, how them choosing party. The man shut up, no chocolate again because he knows the man know exactly. It doesn't even look book. It tell the dates, and numbers, and the day will do this year and that's what happened. It's just so many current year now we need because the promotion not in a saloon. We need now for let the car on at them the lie. Moving forward, 8 months to elections, we need availability a more like the radio and televisions.
If we say about availability, how about the
them all of them important. What do they say? Nobody no coerce availability for like go na salon go register go talk.
Yeah.
So everybody get right for do really they tell us to say go because then not like say we go talk and say why we join somebody. All we say we encourage anybody say what he will offer for a country for this time for all civil country. Democracy no go so come up 20 years ago. Can offer availability go really the cable go na salon equally not talk nothing. The register turn back. It be able but he go say no I need for come. And if I can offer let me know me for this thing, let me can do my job. What they may know me for before. This time we want. And this is you know understand the level how then they touch people mind, how people don't begin get faith, they don't get confidence. Cash box confidence and people need us alone. Nothing, they just need confidence and leadership. So we need more of them.
Personally, I feel like Abdullah Berete, even though we don't hold on at this platform, but this is what we do. Like for us, we don't hold grudges. You know, I make when people like in the top was started see them. I don't want just one big referee.
No, Cashew, not all of Cashew, not all of.
The protest we supported it because we don't hold grudges. We basically put policy, we put like salon above everything.
Yeah, Cashew. Matter of fact, we have liability to know all of. We disagree to an agreement.
Well,
all of. We disagree to an agreement. To get your point of view, we're almost standing ground. If you right now, you say right or you side. People like judge.
Kashi,
we disagree to an agreement. So not make I will not disrespect. I will not say we disagree to an agreement. Team again point to get a point. Then the people and judge will have the right. Instead of get feedback, so get feedback. So that's now be just clear. In get feedback based on audio. We say get feedback. Say anyway, this point when I know for don't talk so instead of this point for not agree to, I won't get that feedback and they will not be 100% equally instead of be right. So no problem. Just get for tell us say now so respectful for big brother. You na big brother. Who now been that man 5, 10, 15 years ago. So now in matter of fact that the shoe na do put to foot.
So yeah, it was an exchange of ideas. But yeah, Kashi, did you say?
So now vacuum we feel a vacuum. feel a vacuum for the people of Sierra Leone. If them voices them did like ever before, maybe for being talk limited. If now vacuum we feel, and the people need the vacuum, Cassie. So we not, we just want to let them know, say we know the talk, we not get nothing against somebody, but when they come for us on the truth, we tell the truth with no hard feelings and with no disrespect. That is our platform.
Absolutely. Cassie, did you say Abdoulaye Berete, but you kind of cut off there? You say Berete it gets a protest to support in protest, or you were referring something about your line cut.
Don't Abdoulaye Berete. We platform, even when somebody where they felt we, like when he go get in protest in Germany, we supported it because
okay.
It was a good cause.
Absolutely. Yeah, but then you Kashi comrade no more protest supporting for any foolishness again. That they would make that hypocrisy.
No, condemn our protest is right. Let's go to approval. Let's go to
absolutely. We're not condemn, but we're not support any as long as I'm not. So that is a sacrifice.
We need education for protest. People understand what protest means.
Absolutely.
If we go protest, we need education.
Absolutely.
If you don't see protest, you not to go for property, you lose the right when it's being destroyed or kill people or damage property. So we need education. That's
absolutely.
The
that's the whole fact.
Let's go to our proper. Let's go to a proper topic.
No, go, bruh. Yes. Anyways, that's it. We don't make hypocrite again, bruh. It's a fair game now. But anyways, comrade. Like how we talk, Salon people. You see, Evangelist Samson. There's a lot of times Evangelist Samson within a parliamentarians in Sabiam, they're all Sabiam, they go there, they visit. Evangelist Samson, every life important. But you see, in every situation, there is one person where you can stand out like a crowd. And in the August 10 protest, Evangelist Samson was one of the people that will stand out amongst the people that will lost their life. Evangelist Samson is not just any ordinary. As a matter of fact, this man will be even there for the protest. Let's say Evangelist Samson come out and say, hey, go protest, this and that. Again, we say protest, everybody gets a right. If you want to support somebody in protest, or you don't want to support somebody in protest, or you want to support a protest, it is your constitutional right to support a protest and participate in a protest, whatever you want to do for a protest. Evangelist Samson is somebody where the constitution of the APC as a political party protect. Evangelist Samson ain't die so. We see when the Queen died, the leader of the opposition of the APC party, Cherry Kuko, he go sign the book of condolence. Now the British High Commission. When I want to tell me say Evangelist Samson don't get that same, don't forget that same respect there. Inside Sierra Leone at a time like this, when they publicly, broad daylight, assassinate this man because he expressed in constitutional right, the APC as a political party not able to form an entourage for even go visit the wife of Evangelist Samson. Tell me who's kind of message whether they send to the rest of the people where they fought for the APC party. They like it today embody loyal answer right loyal answer dumbuya. Right. 30 days, then guys they are the old Evangelist Samson embody, the only body of other citizens them that country against the will of the family members them. The families then they are alive. And don't forget, say there are people away, some of them they don't even see them body, then go throw away their body in the water, some of them they bury them up the mountains, them up the hill, them now the eastern part of that country. Evangelist Samson and other Sierra Leoneans, them body day. Then take them, the government now they go bury them. Come go ahead and come on in, my brother. Let we talk about this because some people if the APC as a political party sit down, then go bury person like Evangelist Samson Popper. Well, is it worth it anymore for belong to a political party? Or this goes back to the average African now. In politics, now they all want for benefit. Now politics all man want for get link. So people sell them birthright for Kokoyebi. People they give up their humanity just because of political party. They don't see what's happening to Evangelist Samson. More people will continue for support and die for the APC as a political party. But no, they get the respect when they deserve for get when they die. Especially this kind of a die where the state use the security apparatus for go and publicly assassinate this person. That body did in a mortuary. Now the government want to go bear and Popper. Go ahead and come on in, my brother. Popper, nobody them for claim and stand up for that body.
One thing, what people have understand, government go only bear somebody as destitute, where somebody then has said nobody no identify him, nobody, and then they for broadcasting as that radio and television for access so person don't die. They not look for the person, they not want to identify, maybe for the numbers of months them before them bury them. But let's see these people where they kill so, because I tell people, say, 8 people are mute a bit. People are mute. Let's see. People are mute a bit, please.
You need for mute. People you need for mute.
But going back to the points where Comrade Quater makes, so it is a very powerful point. And you see, Salon people, this is why we talk everything we say every now and again. And I want to go back and just round up on, the fact that we cannot allow the SLPP, in as much as we talk about the Evangelist Samson in Die One now, but we have to understand that we cannot, allow the SLPP to continue for full we and, make a mockery of we in this light. But this is the problem. Comrade, go ahead, continue.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Governments get it for bad people, as they say, as destitute, when somebody died in a street. And when the person died in a street, they go bury them. If they announce and both radio and television say, we don't find person body. If nobody will identify them, then the government get responsibility for bury the person. Get a dignified funeral. Not even for go bury like any. Get a dignified funeral. Absolutely. In as much as the person not identified for get a dignified funeral because they're a human being. It's a citizen. You understand? These are people, Ibrahim. We know to thief for say the kill as Tipan. Even if you're Tipan, you kill now. Even if you go kill somebody as Tipan, if you get a dignified funeral. Ibrahim, long ago, they don't bear people we be say not get respect for the people body them. Let me remember Ibrahim in 1998 October we then kill the late Brigadier Hassan Conte them, the boys the Palmer them, the F Kamar them. We then kill them no brothers them, they bullied them. I'm sorry, and stuff like Zagal them, body them. Ibrahim, who then find them guilty, then go and execute them. That was not the case. But Ibrahim, they're so disrespected that from outside and kill them. Then just if there's dead truck, the blood will kind of spill in the street of it. On this one, it's also pulling the member this year. Reach na Bramalianda. Who's that a good bedroom in a mass grave? People don't serve the country for over 20 years. When they execute them, and just because you find like history, the people they tell people what will not happen when people still the do that here because nobody stand up for telling say, oh, people deserve dignified funeral no matter the crime they commit. Absolutely. That means if somebody died at jail, you want to go died, you want to go bury him. You want people forget that in your respect. You don't just go bury person like any. I don't know how did they take people them. Now we'll see them protest on the 10th of August. Protests are probably right. If a protest become violent, both the protesters and one make team be violent, they all commit crime. If you can give police dignified funeral, we apply to measure. You give them when then make the protest become violence because begin use firearms on people consistently for over 4 years. We see the problem of the government. Then the people okay, they have the reaction. Will they ever say somebody for react to a point where they go kill person like dog and stick up stick? But what is that the cause? History repeats itself after 1990, after 24 years, when they don't board soldiers and kill police there like dog and stick because you take the policeman them. When they don't kill people them, you get a dignified funeral, allow the family member for good and be the last respect. President Goody, all man Goody. Now the people who they kill that guy Jibo, with that boy they say Jibo is also like Granda, where they go further. Now with that journalist go showing them McKinney, where they find a host 15 inside the front die. Because when they go kill the net, when they kill them, go hit them in the street. You take them stay, you need to give the family. Instead they make a witch hunt. If let me tell you now, they make them as ambush areas. So somebody goes to the Picking, they arrest them. So they put up at the people and that let us know go man. But in as much as now, last time I take the step for the family of something, then go identify the body. Up till date, government not give over the body. With that minister they go lie say they not select people and go identify the body and go for them. Now the thing this is confirmed Ibrahim, they not right to the army. The army know that they both for picking up until they don't approve them. When all the committee crime, the army don't approve say they forgive them 3 trucks. When they go bury them at any time from now, because they just go bury them at Watalu, then go keep them in one grave, mass grave. 27, according to the army, they say they go bury 27 people when the protesters, including Evangelist Samson. We last time to be right for them. No, the question for the family say, when I give you the body, if it's somebody down, I don't kill person. Now one part, we don't see that part. BBC when they interview them now, Jazeera BBC when they pass say, let government over for let them get you don't kill the picking already though. Let them get picking and go bury the picking. Today for over how much months now? They're not getting the body. Now Ibrahim, the question here is this: they go for the entire APC. We all of the bottom and abroad. Now we put Brando for put to task. for good request for Samson body because Samson is supposed to get dignified funeral. Ibrahim, when they kill them protesters in a Makini, when all my mates put the epidemic, put them step their foot, then go. They don't give the body, let them go better in a Makini. When they kill them, they brothers, they are Makini for that generator.
Yeah.
When they all be Makini matter. They don't give anybody for them go better. They only give anybody because they're right. They're not a criminal. They're the rest for protest. So what's different from them when they kill after protest? Because at the time, Ibrahim, 98% of they kill after the protest, not to do the protest. Exactly. Do the protest, there about 6 people left. All the rest are net with the city body and money. They say, look about what's your body under, what's your body. So when Lima do Ibrahim, look, give an example. You see this guy when they come that guy, like God bless him, like God continue for the exam. You see, in your boss yesterday, that this command that the absolute trial for that 20th September 2009 massacre at the stadium. Then stand trial right as I so. The former military leader, when I come out, they jail with the entire cabinet, then they jail, they don't begin a trial. So for telling say, because alone, we need to go to that level of whole problem, who then bear the greatest responsibility and just take 50 problem, that means that they continue from his engine and kind of part and they misbehave. For that problem protest, after the protest, they may go and kill people now and net. Corner to corner, Ibrahim will know about 27 people now. Then we then kill them bear, ununo. Then we then go kill the bush, ununo. Now God wants to be, but each and everybody never go make a say, you will not say, you not see your brother. You know, from my end, it's a part of the world. You know, see Pekin, when I begin making, when I begin complain, when I begin giving them names, and because some talk, I forget about 300 names. Them, we press them. I'm sure, surely, no matter the time you go pay for them.
Yep.
Yeah, we not tell them. If I say you know, say Istanbul, when I reach out to me, now they take their names there. So at the end of the day, then they tell say that pull go because nobody did vanish. No, see that ice, it puts it at melt. No. Nobody did vanish Ibrahim. For now, sitting now say they say Samson, they want go better as a destitute. Somebody belong to a political party. When an executive member at APC, when the chairman for APC social media groups them, when the ASMEG, they say go better as destitute. When a whole lot of right say the family so like good body, not to say that by force. Ibrahim, let me give you an example. The military, which maybe belong. If she demand die now today, na Kubola them born up, or them born na Kwendu. If the family say, "O Piki wala them na Kwendu," or no na Kenya na Ogrive, so be it. That's what they happen. The family say, "O Piki, when I out combat, we go to that's what they happen." They need to impose them. In as much as they die in active service. But the family and they tell them how for better picking. That's so be it. Let me see the army so many times that the people like and ability them better than how they want for them better. Because the person gets right, the family get right to how they for better picking. Doctors are listening that people be say they kill them for what you say. Now they're right. Right to protest. Nobody they will be saying right. Whatever happens, do the protest, try those they say try whether they bear the responsibility. But how they will kill people because they protest. Kill over 20 people.
Every time Jerry Sampson in talk come up, it is painful. It is very, very painful when you look at somebody who genuinely fights the cause of a political party where it belongs to. And the sad thing that the fact that people will be there and say, waiting the party for do. They will tell you, say, oh, APC, no, they, that Albert Peter Conte are irresponsible. But who not all know, say, these very people that when they talk, say, Albert Peter Conte, who not all know, say, now the same one they talk back, say, Albert Peter Conte, now is surrogate of the SLP. But yet still, who not want make it kind of like go fight for everyone. No, Cassie,
don't include that film's excuse. Albert Peter Conte is not APC. The APC is a political party, it's all of us.
No, come here.
So now you don't have films the excuse for try for you know for try for 8 people from the negligency.
Exactly.
Because there is no way when the somebody say that in fact that question meaning the answer and nobody tell me that you need to confuse with that statement.
Absolutely.
As a president, nothing about this. Try for 8 people based on the negligency. Just like so many times we talk say members of parliament and for do so they say what they for do now the same question kept on somebody.
Absolutely.
Cash box. We will not get space. We will not get space for that person. We will not get that answer. The answer here is therefore stand up now. Okay, if we are not be known now, this audio tell now say some see go be buried as destitute.
Yeah.
They don't make a right to right to letter them. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Internal Affairs and in deputy, the Minister of Defense and in deputy, the Minister of Health and in deputy.
Wow.
That's who yes. They don't write letters. These are circumstantial facts. The Minister of Internal Affairs was in deputy, the Foreign Minister was in deputy, the Health Minister was in deputy, and the Defense Minister was in deputy, and the Chief of Defense Staff. They don't copy them. In fact, they don't stop saying for them. They don't stop for giving drugs them.
Now when they kill this guy, it comes to like 1 month and a half. 30 days. This guy, they no more na mortuary. 30 days. People cannot stand up. No APC person not able to stand up for this guy? No.
Today now 1 month and 21 days.
Thank you. No.
1 month and 21 days. For more than go assassinate Samson because me in assassinate him. For more than go assassinate him. 1 month and 21 days. Cashbox. Now see self now Samson upon process and kill him.
Yes.
The process upon process and kill him. The political party still get right for ask for the member. Now see upon process and kill him. Talk less now. Samson then kill him after we did not lift curfew. Imagine the protests have been the 10th. They lift curfew on the 13th. Something they execute and they assassinate on the 14th. So not to say if now doing coffee, then go kitchen and net and talk kitchen and coffee for be like say for be life and remember who na something and kill something. See, there's that by exchange of power. The party don't see now say now they say doctor report don't talk say some see then find out where they run. He was shot behind as folks the laws of war. This are war the first one now. They say when your enemy don't disengage sometimes you don't say they engage the enemy in battle, but you don't turn him back for run. Naturally, you need to shoot him from the back. Naturally, it only fire somebody where they engage you in battle. Hence, that person they run now. They go. Because even the law of war tell me say if me you to the fete now, like me you to the fete. Yes. Enemy can fire me, kill me. As if I me kill me, so you drop the weapon, up. If you fire, you don't commit crime. Automatically, you don't commit crime. On the spot, you don't surrender yourself, you don't fire anymore. This is the laws of war. It is a laws of armed conflict. And then when they know that day. Because we do the law of armed conflict, you get the laws of for the principles that tells you when and how. When it's because for fire somebody for kill him, if we say he get utmost right for kill the person. Even in protest, they say we want to escalate the tension. Is that the escalation of force? The last stage say elimination of threat. What means elimination of threat? That means say the person where they motivate where they can commit crime. It don't become so much danger. Because somebody say go born mutukai, you want go born holes in a threat. Automatically say eliminate them. Elimination of threat. And they say use no more force than it's absolutely necessary. No more force than is absolutely necessary. All them here they know that when the land we don't them here take time. Now me can be me force would remember I still remember in 2018 what I do. I say that two things. Either them when they train now where is government they can train for BOSE, they need to teach them then laws there and the escalate and the escalate tension, how they for also for engagement, the small laws there with for fire, including the IHL, with the international humanitarian laws. I say either they need to take in or they not identify, they not tell us say anything happen at the western area, the northwest, or na APC, when I eliminate them. Even then, we do clearly, and I make them charge them, or charge them. We then give me that 25, first 9 count later, they add another 25 count charge on top.
Comrade, talking about the law of war, the principles of the law of wars, where, of course, that you talk about necessity, proportionality, distinction, all of these things, right? These are all the principles of the laws of war. But again, we're not even deep on war. Let me see if I lost. Sorry, it looked like I lost me, man, and that's what's in there. After friend they come something I make, but that is the law of war. Necessity. Was it even necessary for use live rounds by Evangelist Samson? It was not even necessary. Proportionality. This man be the run. Even get weapon na yan. Why you for shoot him? Broken leg. Yeah, come on. I don't know how I lost you now, but yeah, but yeah, go.
We look the laws of war. Then tell you, he said, there's one to say, Casbox said, use no more force than is absolutely necessary. No more force. Casbox said, I salute the sea, then the fire tear gas pull and they run away. Then still the fire back life house on top there. We see the videos, then the fire tear gas pull and run away, put the run away now, then they use life house. Casbox the first thing for dispatch people in our water canal. Then get us a police and get them. When the tension overmarket, they say use little tear gas canisters and little one. That's if I supply run away, it's tough for fire. And they give an example. Where them go attack APC office 2019. Casbox member inside the building. They use over 200 tear gas inside the building. Inside the building. Over 200 tear gas inside the building. So people in the inside the tear gas.
So comrade.
The building. Imagine.
So comrade.
Because they have then let you Ibrahim right. Says the government not label APC as terrorist organization. That's that. So anything concern APC, so I kill them because one way they fit in the will win election. Now for kill people from the northwest and western area, they fit in the will kill almost so that the population go high. That's the circumstance fact behind.
Absolutely.
If not, somebody like President Biu, where a little bit he raised to the rank of captain, a catapult himself to brigadier general. He do exactly those laws of war. Somebody like Kelly Conte, where you don't turn army head, then no people like that Sule, the way they maintain them, put it then about it in this one now. They on away and then now all day on that now all meet up the structuring. Now we the country, we use the country. We all meet up the structuring. We all from Bude now, Sule now, Labao now, in this, all in this one now, Ibrahim. Then generally now, on away and then go on the BSTT, the British short-term training. Where them they use 12 weeks structuring training. When I did in the can now, let's ask for full now advanced training to become a structure for begin teach people them again. Abraham will all go under the structure and that's why me emphasize to me say before this time then try and those who bear the greatest responsibility. This time then they try for individual crime committing. Like them Labanso, them Sule, they never go and two cases. One, for a responsibility as a commander, which you been do the action because you commander then tell you say if you subordinate to do something, the only way they save you when you charge up based on the offenses you don't do. But when they don't charge for me, they kill people and no whole say you do a lawful fighting. Nobody. So they go to first. You don't do that fighting. No say it's go for you because these are laws. If they ever like die again, people for pay them price because they made them train all. The inside the military curriculum now inside manual. We train is manual. He did it. IHL did it. LOC did it. ROC did it. All did it. IHL international humanitarian house did it. Love armed conflict did it. The rules of engagement did it. All did it. Then they teach you from training school from civilian and they not begin tell you for do. So in any country say I not be no. Like we will not be no. That means they forgive you. We will not be no at all. They will not be teaching anything and they are during the war. So when they look at the manual, training manual, they say that be the mistake of the leadership and the government. They say okay, no forgive all that and they. But now it didn't say the manual, it didn't say the policies. You get for teaching so that they from if I now offensive. Even when they do then ITD na battalion individual training directives them. Now compulsory IHL rules of engagement, law of armed conflict in a compulsory topic if for cheat them. In a compulsory need to left amount. Then 3 are compulsory cash Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Everything they do, IHL, love and conflict, rules of game in a composite topic. Compulsory. In the left also in a composite for teach soldiers because they know say would engage in peacetime, would engage with peacekeeping so for no here. So there's no excuse for that.
Well, this is the thing, comrade. With all these IHL and rules of engagement, the training them, you know, this guy don't be killed illegally. You know, they torture them, you know, like, we see loyalists and they come up with like the issues them and all that thing. And because it look like I say the APC seem for the shy away. These are some of the things that when we talk, people then go talk say, oh, not to now that they can't attack the APC. No, we're not attacking the APC. If anything, we're trying to protect like these things them happening again and protect the one that we they be and for make them kind of like get the support from the political party. You know,
and imagine this like realistically.
No, you know, the misconception with these people get, some of them, when they hear you, they talk, of course, with Comrade Kota is APC for sure, direct, right? Or because we all get the APC leaning, or they know say we all get that APC sympathy. So when we talk, they feel say we come now for talk no for APC as a political party. They don't say we talk for Sierra Leone as a country. We talk for the people of that country. You know, they don't say that is what we talk about. But you know, Comrade Kota and Cashbox. Comrade, you don't go, extensively where you talk about the, the laws of war, and I just want for, man, the call keeps disconnecting. Anyway, rain the kind of small, the weather kind of rough, but yeah. So what I was saying, Kashi, then feel so we talk, we talk for APC as a political party. That is the thing. They don't say we talk for Sierra Leone, we talk for democracy. They don't say we're not politicians there. We are just set of leaders there where they see the future. And what we want for do for create a future that's going to be bright for picking them yet unborn, generations yet unborn. Not so tomorrow would they think about it. Think about 200 years from now, house alone for day in the next 200 years.
Ibrahim, the point you're making there about the future is this. Why make it crucial for make we deal with issues them now? Now because we don't want you knock me and knock you carnival.
And Nanga for happen in the country. Nanga for happen. Nanga for happen.
Any side, because look at it, Ibrahim. If we do not deal with the issue of Evangelist Samson, in Pekin they grew up, in wet day, in broader the day, the bitterness for making them know the person we kill, and they still the kind of like pastors that are country, Ibrahim. Trust me, it acts not their bone. Acts not their bone. This is what we're trying to prevent, and this is why we're calling on every institution, Parliament, for make sure say these things are dealt with. Don't we didn't wait until like come back. That this say okay, now we talk now. That is what we don't want. And every time we continue to live in such atmosphere, in such country, in such environment, Ibrahim, then we forget to say Salon Kubete.
Because you know, grudge there Salon. Salon grudge na cotton tree grudge. I the old na the big.
Comrade.
Then Salon grudge.
Absolutely.
One cut time na cotton tree grudge.
Yes.
If we not cut time, if we not do time, because cotton tree, I the old na in the big.
Yeah.
You see, let me tell you, I don't tell you this year. So Ibrahim Cash was I come up prison. After all this happened, we are going to episode one guy, you know, ever know me, but they full person follow me on social media before they arrest me. In the talk, I see them second per walk. He was so bitter that in the talk that okay for do so, you know, he talk to me. That possible I always think say that is not the solution. I tell I say, but let them talk here, party. APC will not go ever be like SLPP. The guy he won't beat himself now because he don't vex. If they talk now, they talk for me. Me will be talk for. Now we know to you. Now come if we don't go kill soon, party maru. Not happy. They talk. We not tell Samuel because I see say okay, this man, you know, even know Samuel they talk to. So you don't vex. Stay now, man can't greet me. Hey, come because I also look me first. Hey, now it's surprise. Now that's me like the right person to tell the talk here because me beat pass you. If me, now me the perfect for you, they not lock. You not put on the inside cell for 9 months. I didn't see na sand. I didn't see sand. I didn't see na do. I don't look why they go court. You know when they see now, all of them they lock. I they only see two where I go na court. After that, I come back. I say, if you they vex past me, talking what if it's me for do? I say, but if me no able be look at the country now say, and I had to talk and tell me like this say, nobody know for suffer because you oppose SLP because you oppose APC by wrong base. Because me only suffer because I tell you say the use of firearms on civilians is wrong. And nobody for suffer at the end. The moment they support anybody for suffer because you criticize a government in an objective point of view. So my own point here is I don't let person make goodness or person commit crime, but for somebody oppose government like me, I no get my go na salon today. Like I people so I na salon, no get my show face any side. That is for end na salon. If I be like President Kuma in 10 no. Nobody they know because of you oppose government. In fact, the rudeness me, but they know they talk. Say na rudeness me talk. Cause the man call all kind name, but nobody no arrest. So now that can be wireless alone, so that people go no say we get right for whole people to accountable. I tell them point blank, the guy surprised, so he quiet because if me say be support him, when I will let them come, cause what they happy, they think they go, and then grudge and now in the possible means for grow genocide in the country. The level of SLP don't do that salon. Hey, like
imagine for make them kill Evangelist Samson. After they kill him back, they go bury him like any destitute right there. You know the bitterness, the grudge. This is the reason why we talk about these things. Yes, even the killing itself, they get left with so much hole that the family their life. Then when they go sit down back, when I want to make them go bury him. You know, they can actually say, start it burying them, the way you see him, you self go kind of like smile.
Absolutely.
But for make them kill the person, they go bury him back as destitute. Salon people, APC, wanna watch out. This thing where like what you come and say the concentrate grudge. Let we not allow make it grow more and more. Enough is enough. And this is the reason why the rule of law must prevail in any country. The institutions they must function. The constitution must be upheld because this now ain't the only way for make we call people and we're responsible for things that make we not be our grudges them. Because the future of Salon, if we say no more, we continue with this grudge, we are not going anywhere.
Absolutely. Comrade Kota Cashbox, there's something very important Comrade I want to point out now. And let everybody, when I take pen and paper, when I write this down, when I listen to this, and I want the SLPP as a government and all the military officers, them and everybody, when I stakeholder within the SLPP, understand this. Comrade, apart from the law of wars, you get the rules of war also, where the rules of war, also known as, they call as the international humanitarian law as well, the rules of war. The rules of war, when I also named as the international humanitarian law, where of course they need to protect, them, well, we know the effect, so civilians, them more or less, and the SLPP don't violate the rule of war when it comes to Evangelist Samson, right, and every other citizen will protest using the constitutional rights to protest, then violate the rules of war. We will not get war, matter of fact, but then violate that rule there, and also the laws of war. There are basically 4 principles we get for do with the laws of war. So you talk about like which Communicator explained so told earlier on. You talk about distinction. Now one of the principles that of the law of war, distinction. You talk about proportionality. You talk about humanity, and we talk about so basically those necessity, proportionality, distinction, and humanity. Now the 4 laws of war that one day we're very important
same
military
necessity. Then what do they mean by that? Usai you need to go look us or look at people and they protest and they not get weapon because then you go use it, you begin fire people and they say suspect say now command there. If they only use military necessity, you say they point until they no use this place na ammunition dump or this place na they know na guard post. In that we say that it's an essence of for take off. When I look outside America the bomb. Anything they want bomb, they make sure they get 100% assurance this us. It's a military necessity area. You know what they talk about distinction? They get for like inside war, innocent people always die. But they say try as much as you can for differentiate between the combatant and non-combatant. Try as much as you can for differentiate them. In protest, look at the point for differentiate the protest away they commit crime and the protest away is a peaceful person. But in the case of Salone, they need differentiate them. They just go with them come up pap na APC problem. Na terrorism, na insurrection.
They sent a blanket message and say APCs and they're terrorists. And then it goes back to what Berete say. You know, even when Samuel Wise Bangura, they ask the question, where Berete say, they just say, the APC people. Then Samuel Wise Bangura, some of these guys, again, they go back to what Ibrahim say. Some of these, they're mediator they are. Like, waiting they talk is so stupid. For many people and say, Madabio must go. Does that automatically make them like an APC supporters?
No, even if somebody say Madabio must go.
Wrong with that? If they say Madabio must go.
If they say go, no, that's the simple thing. Now the same thing they belong to the attorneys for. We say, they activate level 3 for pull SLP in a legitimate space. They say the man don't commit crime. You don't commit crime. When Lima be talk say it's high time for the military protect the constitution, you not be committing a crime. You know, Ibrahim, like so many children for observe. Look what they do for humanity. Because you ask Ibrahim, is humanity if you fire your enemy, if they bleed, you left until he bleeds, that you don't commit crime.
Absolutely.
If you fire your enemy, you bleed, you left until he bleeds, that you don't commit crime. Because until you treat the person how you let it treat you. If you feel say when they fire you, they for treat you immediately. Then treat the person. In fact, matter of fact, the army they make a very clear say they say 2 casualties. You don't fire the rebel. If Sojaman get fired, they say would force for 3. They say would the worst. Among the 2 that are the worst. If the enemy become the worst casualty, they force to retreat. Because they say save life. Yes. Imagine me, the medical doctor now. I don't mean two casualty, the enemy and the friend. But they say would for treat. They say the worst casualty. If the enemy are the worst casualty, in as much as the enemy, they force to retreat. We can to defend. This all tell about humanity. Absolutely. And let's say how they teach in school, they teach them every now and then. So for last year, Sojaman, they go this protest, use firearms, they can't see them, but them tell them, they go and follow Lima, they go and kill people in a net. Exaggerate and kill him. For us, if policeman, when they cheat them, they know what they cheat them off out for the escalate tension. They left and now they go use tear gas from the tear gas and left. If I just now self now, I have life house in the use. End the minute.
Anyway, you see,
no, it's terrible. So if we not snap now, we can condemn the actor. Believe it or leave it, we will process a boy or Kanima, then we'll kill 300-400 people. That's why we kill my kid today. That's in the one log room. Only the support them. Every scenario in life matter. Not in respect of the political party or the religion or the tribe we come out. Because for us challenge this now, we challenge SLPP. If the APC can, then the UNAFI say, it will be the worst. Because let me tell you something. So many people don't kill the police, so then brothers and they need the police force, and they need the military. Then they be at that thing day. Tomorrow they say, okay, strike what happened in Kenema. They take the same problem. They say they give the same thing saying, okay, that can strike them and kill me brother, that the under SLP. Me say black Anthony death. So we go see more killings, more meaningful scenarios go die like Ibrahim Samson. More people go die like Jibo when they go shoot their house. So one stopper now for hold them people accountable. Una makes us say all because not to one person this way, all for come and hold them accountable. We don't want to lose any life because of political gains. No. Let politics not make people make you lose their life. It's very terrible. It's very dangerous. We get for up and defend the country. Ibrahim Cash works.
Thank you, comrade. I don't know if Ibrahim. I think you'd original things.
Awesome. Okay. Yes, okay. Guys. So okay. I think say comrade all left now. No, so
yeah.
Kashi, you good?
Yeah, okay. I think so. I mean, the only thing, like just to say, the mayor where we mentioned about, like the water rates where they increase, as Ibrahim say, everybody where they increase on the price, we ask them for later because these governments, they don't give them money for cushioning all the effects there. The world, the IMF, the World Bank, the international community saw this, the anti-Ganganese there, they gave them money for UNA. una ask the question. Usa. So now let me give you later. Let me expose them. Say, hey, let me give you money for make this thing. Like we kind of like make we pinch up. They don't now they can't put body and power. At the time, right in the middle of crisis, where they go through, and they tell they kind of like don't guy the run blood. Then still this government still defend Iron Stone them for Strowman and Ayai. Again, Berete, what are you going to do for the APC people left? The APC party where you show their love. Are you going to kind of like, yes, we know the constraint, but are you going to be around and save, the APC political party? There is a vacuum. Surely there is a vacuum. The APC cannot speak up. You silence the information minister. That tells you you've got a lot inside of you. And Evangelist Samson cannot be buried as a destitute. We must save him. And like the APC need for stand up. And all of those things, Ibrahim, now for protect with democracy and make sure, say, people will not go back, say, oh, that's so they be doing, that's they be doing. And Absolutely. All of these things, then, we get for bring the people to justice. Definitely. Not already presidential guard them. We go kill all day now, they go and dance, because now they don't promote them for killing lives in that country today. Over to you.
Thank you. Evangelist Samson in body, when I go take him, when I go get him a befitting burial. I think as Boxton said very well. When I continue to make a fool of yourself against the mayor. SLPP, you guys are making a fool of yourselves every time you go against the mayor. The world is seeing you, they watch you, they know that they see you. When I continue to make a mockery and big fool and buffoonery of yourself. It is so clear on a strategy and everything when they do. When they plant that gentle guy now for can be mayor over the mayor, then when I feel soon I go tarnish the mayor in character, it's not gonna work. When I continue no more. But we left and I like how Cash Box say. Bye bye everybody.